Hello and welcome to Mastering Microsoft Excel video series. This is video number 46. In this video, we are going to understand what is weighted average and how do you calculate that in Excel. Without much ado, let's get into the Excel screen and let's start calculating the weighted average. Okay, so this is the file we're going to use for this particular video. Before we get into a couple of corporate examples and the importance of weighted average, let me first give you the clarity with a very simple example. How do you calculate weighted average and how the weighted average is different compared to the normal average? So let's take this particular table what we have in front of us. So if you see here, I'm trying to measure the average performance of the person. So I have 5 different categories under which I am measuring the performance of the person. And the interesting part here is for each category, I have shown you how much percentage that person has achieved in each of the category and what is the weightage I'm giving for each category. So for the category 1, the weightage I'm giving is 10%. For category 2, I'm giving 25%. So each value has its own weightage. Now, when you want to calculate the normal average performance of the person, what ideally we'll be doing is we would take average formula and we take his scores achieved in each category, and when I calculate, it will tell me this guy's average performance percentage. If you see, it's going to be 71.40. But let's say I want to consider the weightage for each category and I want to know what's his average performance. Then in that case, the way I have to do it, the formula would be this one, which I've selected right now for you guys. So it should be 90% multiplied with the respective weightage. So for category 1, I have to multiply 90% with 10% plus 20% for category 2, 20% into 25%. Likewise, I have to do for each category and finally dividing it by the weightage value. So let me show you what I'm trying to do here is sum of now these values. So literally this into this, comma, again, this into this, comma. I'm showing you literally how generally people does when you have to calculate such thing, and I'm going to show you the most easiest way to do the same thing instead of going by this traditional method. But the most important thing is understanding the basics so that you will get to know why that simplification will help you. So dividing it by the sum of the weightage value. So ideally, if you see the sum, it's going to be 100% because that's how I allocated the weightage to the respective categories. Now, if I hit enter, now you can see his performance is 66.50. Considering the weightage I've given for each category, his average performance, if you see, it's 66.5. So if you see here, the calculation, what I did is using the same formula what I have on the top. Now, instead of me writing the formula like this, is there a better way to handle this particular part? If you watch closely, we need to sum up each product, meaning each multiplication has to be added. So the 90% into 10% plus 20% into 25% plus. So it means we have two arrays here, and each value of the array should be multiplied with the respective position of the value in the each array. So first item into first item plus second item into second item plus third item into third item. So how do I do this in a much better way in Excel instead of going by this longer way? There is a specific formula to do it. The most efficient way to do such kind of sum of the product can be done by using the formula SUMPRODUCT. So SUMPRODUCT is a formula which does the work of summing the product values of two different array. So it will ask you array 1. So this is my array 1, comma, and it's asking you array 2. So this is my array 2. So it's even asking you at the bottom that array 3, array 4. I can go for giving how many ever arrays I wanted. So when I close the bracket, ideally what it is going to do is the first item of the first array, which is 90%, multiplied with the first item of the second array, which is 10%, plus then second item of the first array into second item of the second array. So likewise it is going to keep doing it. Remember, and this should be finally divided by the sum of the weightage. So look at it, how the formula what we had in the first place and this one is how different. Both are giving you the same answer. So let me show you the formula what we written on the first one and the formula what we written on the second one. Look at it. The sum products makes our life easier. So ideally, weighted average means you will have a weightage allocated for a specific value, and that has to be considered by multiplying it, and then you have to add, and then you have to divide it by not the number of value, the weightage value. That's what you have to divide it by, and this is the formula we need to go for it. Now let's take examples quickly on the corporate side, how you can take this forward by utilizing the efficient way of calculating, which is sum product. The example I'm going to take here is, let's say I want to calculate the weighted average inventory cost. So let's say I'm the person who is sitting in the or who is managing the inventory. Now I am purchasing the same product in different pricing in different days. So let's say it's a kind of a metal which price keeps changing every day. So let's say I'm buying the same metal in different quantity, but the price keeps varying. So how do I calculate what is the average price for that particular material what I have in my inventory? Okay, so watch closely here. I have the price which I paid for each time when I purchased and the quantity what I purchased. So literally I have the weightage, I have the price, everything is with me. So all I have to do is do this weighted average. Literally what I have to do, multiply this and this. That is what happened over here. If you see, I multiplied the weightage. So in this case, it's the weightage which I'm going to consider is the quantity, because I want to calculate per unit. So the quantity is a weightage here for me. So per unit price into 2000, per unit price into 3500, per unit price into 1500, which is what is calculated here. So this is the total divided by the total of the weightage. So which I can do it by writing this formula and dividing these two values, I can get something. But can I do it without creating this last column and get it happen or make it happen? Absolutely yes. So what I'm going to show you right now is, look at the formula I've given for you at the left side. So I'm going to go ahead and use sum product. Which two arrays you want to multiply? Array number 1 comma array number 2. So you want to multiply each item of these two arrays and you want to add it, and finally you want to divide it by the total of the quantities, which will tell you what is the average price for each unit or which you have in your inventory. So which is telling me 5.16, and that's the weighted average of each product what you have in the inventory. This example have shown you that how weighted average can help you in a specific context. Likewise, you can put this through in any requirement where you have a weightage allocated to a parameter and you want to calculate the average considering the weightage, then weighted average is the right approach. The efficient method of calculating the weighted average is always using the sum product and dividing it by the sum instead of multiplying and adding each parameter. This is the easiest and fastest way. So again, we'll meet up in the next video where I'm going to show you how else you can use this sum product in much more interesting and efficient way, so that this formula gives you a interesting output which your normal formulas cannot give you. So do watch in the next video to learn more about the sum product. Until then, take care of yourself. Signing off, Hariharan.